My name is Martin Honasan. I'm based in Marikina, Philippines, and my practice mainly revolves around painting and collage. Though in recent years, I've also started incorporating sculpture and other fabrics in my workflow. I'm drawn to materials that already carry a sense of history, things that have been used, worn down, or lived with over time. In the studio, my studio is like this self-contained ecosystem. So leftover canvas and fabric from older works get reused over and over through tearing, puncturing, cutting, dyeing, staining, layering. From these textures and patterns, I begin looking for familiar images or faces, similar to how we sometimes see shapes in clouds or stains on a wall. A lot of the work is really about memory accumulation and the traces people leave behind through objects and materials. The exhibition is titled Gathering. On one level, the title refers to the act of collecting materials. You gather materials, images, and fragments over time, but it also relates to gatherings in a more personal sense. Shared meals, family, memory, and moments of connection that eventually pass. Many of the works were built from reclaimed fabrics like old t-shirts, reused canvas strips, and the tablecloth that had been part of everyday family life. So the title became a way of thinking about both physical and emotional accumulation. The exhibition brings together paintings, sculptures, and works on paper that explore themes of fragmentation, repair and endurance, and memory. At the center of the show are two large diptych paintings, Movable Feast and The Uttermost Parts, each paired with the suspended hand sculpture placed in front of the canvas. Both works combine an older panel that has accumulated paint from previous works with a newer panel completed this year. So each piece becomes a meeting point between past and present, between something carried over and something newly made. In Movable Feast, there's a fragmented figure stretched across the surface alongside a tablecloth that moves through the composition as if it's being folded away after a meal. That tablecloth was actually used during our family meals throughout the pandemic. So it carries memories of shared moments that slowly disappeared as life returned to normal. The other painting, The Uttermost Parts, is quieter, more inward. Most of the surface is covered in black, but older layers and fragments of a figure begin to emerge underneath. And the head is actually a self-portrait. And the work became about concealment, excavation, and trying to recover an image through layers of erasure. The smaller works on paper continue these ideas through rough portraits of myself again and my wife emerging from these patterned fabric surfaces, particularly the tablecloth. And they're made from the same reclaimed materials also, like the shirts, etc. And they're used throughout the show. Across the exhibition, I'm thinking about fragmentation, repair, endurance, and the idea that wholeness isn't something that is perfectly restored, but it's something we encounter gradually in pieces. So there's also a quiet connection to the idea of being sustained through periods of lack or uncertainty, of finding nourishment materially and spiritually, even in difficult conditions.